It starts with a shot of a clock, but not a digital clock, because as a reporter, having to do a time change story leaves you with your hands in your face. Whatever the reason, I've been getting saddled with the subject my whole career, and my mission today is to make sure you don't turn the channel on the identical story you hear twice a year, like... I can't even say it. If you're already glazing over, wake up. I'm about to share my recipe for a TV time change story. First, from an expert, a dash of direction. We are not springing forward, we are
falling back.
Add 2 cups of heavy cliches, or better yet, manipulate a famous quote, like saying Dr. Michael Pollock is raging against the dying of the light, in the context of a permanent switch to daylight savings once championed by late Premier John Horgan.
Most people believe that daylight savings time will give them more light.
From a sleep circadian point of view, that's the worst case scenario we could do, is switch to having that permanent daylight savings time in the winter, that we won't get the morning sunlight.
While we're here, let's legitimize that argument with a student whose schedule may be affected by that extra hour. Are you concerned for your circadian rhythms?
Not exactly.
But Madeline raises a good point, and for falling back to standard, she's on board.
I take the bus in the morning, and it's more dangerous trying to catch the bus in the dark.
We're halfway home, so we'll mix in this montage of horloge, that's French for clock, and sprinkle in some history to taste on how time change was adopted during the First World War to save energy. Then how about 2 scoops of people wrongly faulting the farmers?
Something with the farmers.
Something to do with, like, farmers.
Farming.
Then somehow, if you're still with me, we'll put it in the oven with a half-baked comment on how microwaves are one of the only clocks in our house we have to physically set. And voila! This story, and time change itself, isn't palatable to some, but it's shown to not tick everybody off.
You like the fact that we still do this?
I love it.
Until there's a permanent change, we'll keep doing this. Surprised reporters are still reporting on time change.
It is, yeah, it is surprising.
If you're waiting on actual information, it's about time. We turn the clocks back 2 a.m. Sunday.
Now, time change happens on the first Sunday every November, and with Sunday being the second, that's why it might feel a little early this year. While we will get an extra hour of sleep, it means you likely drive home from work in the dark, as you saw in that very informative story. Thank you, Jordan. Late Premier John Horgan championed moving to full-time daylight savings, responding to a 2019 poll where 93% of British Columbians were in favor of the switch. Last March, Premier David Eby said he would mull over the permanent switch to daylight saving time.